Hello YouTube, as you can see my hand here, I'm going to be doing a Aqua Brush Tip Dual review. I got these Whsmiths ones in the summer. I got 12 of them. They feature a brush tip and a fine liner tip. I have got these Lyra ones. They're a German make. They also come in packs of 12, and this pack I got from The Range, which is a shop that we have here in England, which sells everything from like garden centre supplies to homeware to arts and crafts and much more. They also have a brush tip and a fine liner tip. They have slightly different colours to the Whsmiths ones. The Whsmiths ones are quite bright colours. I've got a black, and then I've got two browns. I've only got one brown in this set and it's quite dark. I've also got a purple, no purple here. Got a light and a dark green, light and dark green. I've got two, a light and dark blue, but the dark blue that you get with Lyra Clear is actually different. It's actually a shade that could be in between those or slightly above it. So that's quite cool. I've got one red, and then I've got two different shades of orange, and I've got two different shades of yellow in that set. They're quite bright. They're quite dull, earthy colours. The tones are different. Here is the tonal patching. So these are the Whsmiths ones there, and these are the Lyra Clear ones there. You get 12 pens in each. I also came across this set, which is a set of pens that I've never seen before. They're docrafts, artisti, and connoisseurs of colour, and I've gone for the vintage collection. There was also a pale collection and a bright collection, and I decided I would go with the vintage collection. There are 12 of them in the pack that you get, and these were also sort of like £9.99, which I thought was really reasonable. Here they are. So the shades are quite muted when compared to the brights and the earthies. They are very, very different, and they actually add more tone and allow me to do more. They're also a bit metallic-y as well, I think, the vintage collection ones are, but they're well worth it. Here's a piece that I did using all three of these pens, and I also used some of my pencil crayons for that and the middle there, but I think it came out really well with them. This is issue 2 of Calm Colour Create, and I did this piece with them. I also have done this, but I used my fine liners, black fine liners, and I also used my yellow and orange watercolour pan paints for this, and I used my fine liners here, different coloured ones obviously for this one, and this was the one that the book gave, and you just had to add on to it there, and then I've done my own. And I think it looks quite epic because that's quite strong, but it's also quite muted. So I've done that. At The Range, I also got this mandala, which I've completed. And I completed it using my dual brush tips, all three of them. All three makes were involved in this, which I think is really quite good. So here it is. It comes on a canvas. So it's stretched out on a canvas, and it's not actually canvas paper, it's actually just ordinary paper that's been stretched out. So there you are, this is what I've done. I think it looks really nice. And this is the end of this review. I hope you enjoyed it. We have looked at 12 Lyra Clear pencils, we've looked at some Whsmiths ones, which I've showed you before, and these new docrafts Artisti, which I actually recommend those. If you were just to get one, and you wanted something bright, I would go for these, because they're kind of like in between these two, because the Whsmiths ones are very bright, whereas these ones you can actually do more. What does it say on the back? It says Brush Duo, a pen with a brush on effect especially made for artists, designers, and also suitable for hobby painters. The tips are extremely stable. There's a broad tip on one side which allows brush-like techniques. Fine lines and drawing are easy to do with the tip on the other side of the Aqua Brush Duo. This way pictures, layouts, etc. can be done in a perfect way. That's what it says there. And I also like the fact it shows you the colours at the top there. So this is the end of the review. I hope you enjoyed it. Here's my mandala again. So bye!